Are you tired of people always telling you what they think you want to hear? If you want truly good advice, take it from me. Ask an asshole. Hit up Aaron Clary at assholeconsulting.com. A link is in the description.
Hey, it's Bad Popp here, and I got me some bad news for you feminist manginas out there. I'm here to pick a fight. This particular video I tried to put together for years, but I got a really good email from a guy named Gino X. Made it possible. Winning. Thank you. And today we're going to take a look at the hypothetical world of Feminist Utopia. Okay, edit that out. You wanna know what the fucked up thing is? As we go through this list, a lot of it's happening already in the real world. And with that being said, take out that tampon and stick it where the sun don't shine. Because the bleeding is about to commence. Winning. Rule number one of the Feminist Utopia is men get absolutely no parental rights at all. And visitation is only allowed by your walking uterus that shat out your vaginal turd into the world. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, it's already happening. I'm gonna drink some beer. All you non-custodial parents out there, please raise your hands. Oh, there you go. Oh, wait, yeah. I feel your pain, motherfuckers. I feel your pain. In reality, what actually would change to make this possible is it's all men, not just divorced men. Hashtag not all men. Fuck you, I'm watching me some space ghosts. So you're thinking that's pretty bad?
Look on the positive side of these things, can't you?
Excuse me, were you going to say worse?
No.
No? No. You sure?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I've revised that whole thing.
Yeah.
Not only do you not get parental rights, but these crazy-ass women can name anybody as the father. And you can't go,
Hey, I'm not the father. I haven't had sex in 5 years.
No, sorry, that's not a defense. And this is already happening in a lot of states around the country. You walk into court and you have a penis, boom, you're an auto loser. 40% of your income, here it goes. Oh, wait a minute, it's gone. And you think you can contest this, but hey, she sent the paperwork to the wrong house on purpose. In this society, you have 2 to 3 years to get that DNA test done. And by the time you find out you're being accused for this shit, the statute of limitations is up, boom, right to prison you go. And a lot of you out there are saying,
Pop, you are exaggerating.
The state ordering a Detroit man to pay child support for a kid that everybody agrees isn't his.
I knew I didn't have a child, so I was kind of blown back.
He told 7 Action News he would later learn this happened because his ex needed help.
Turned to welfare to get assistance to take care of them, and I had to put him down as the father.
Hey, let's boil down the key points in this motherfucker. Carnell, he was in jail or prison when he was supposedly served.
So when he didn't show up at court, he was legally listed as dad. The problem? Carnell didn't get notified. He wasn't even at a house in Highland Park. He was in prison for a crime he committed as a young man. And by the time he learned about the paternity case, judges told him it was too late. Legally, he owes the state more than 30 grand.
Eventually, Carnell came out from underneath this, but the bitch who put his name on that birth certificate will never see a day in fucking jail. Hashtag not all women, bullshit, fuck off and watch me some Space Ghost. But it really wouldn't matter in Feminist Utopia when you get that DNA test, because it's not admissible in court, and even if you did get it and brought it to the attention of the court, you're going to jail and you're getting charged for calling a woman a liar. That's right, contesting paternity fraud, which is a crime, is now a crime. And yes, this is already happening too. Listen, you can Google it. This is already taking place. Some in America, some in England, some in France. It's insane. You know what else is fucking insane? Emphasis on fucking vasectomies will now be outlawed. You thought you could cheat the system and unload the gun? Feminism won't let you. In fact, it doesn't matter because they can name you anyway. Say you go to court and you say, that kid's not mine, I got a vasectomy. Double damn slam in jail.
This is bullshit.
So in this Feminist Utopia, a vasectomy is kind of like getting a coat hanger abortion. And don't forget to hang that shit up when you're done. Winning. So you think you're gonna game the system, go red pill in MGTOW and say,
Hey, I'm not participating. I'm gonna go travel.
Wrong. Because a single man in Feminist Utopia, no passport for you.
No, you can't come back in one yet. You fucking stay home.
Any man in Feminist Utopia is technically under house arrest. So you think you could refuse to marry a woman? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Men who refuse to marry will be taxed at a 50% tax rate above and beyond their normal tax rate, and then work on their days off for community service. That's a slave. I would say the fucking you're gonna get is not worth the fucking you got.
But he didn't fuck her. But then he went to court and he still got fucked.
So he's
Fucked.
Who else is fucked? All the children in Feminist Utopia because they cut out the father. But hey, that doesn't matter because Big Daddy government is gonna make you pay child support till they're 35. Maybe it's because, I don't know, they can't balance a checkbook. And I call that a can't understand normal thinker. Or a cunt.
Sounds refreshing. Really isn't.
Yeah, that does sound kind of refreshing, kind of like a Shasta. No. Oh, I just figured it out. These feminists, they know they're shitty parents, especially to their young boys, who are gonna wind up living in their basement until they're 35. Oh yeah, mystery solved. Wait a minute, we're still fucked. And especially if you're born with a penis, because we all know that was your fault. Even if you grab the world by the balls, I mean ovaries, and strike out into the world, you're not gonna get that child support. Nope, that money is not gonna support you. The state is still gonna take it and give it to your mama, and you don't see a dime. Maybe in Feminist Utopia, just to get by, you'd have to pretend you're a woman. Oh God. How's it going, Willie Bruce? I know you guys out there are like,
Hey, 35, that's so fucking bad, that's a long time.
but at least it comes to an end. The alimony in this world goes on forever. And that's the best case scenario, because let's face it, divorcing a woman in the Feminist Utopia will become a crime also. I just want to know, how do you write alimony checks in prison? Oh, that's right, swinging a hammer. That license plate, that's just so beautiful. Gentlemen out there, you better get used to making those goddamn good license plates, because in Feminist Utopia, you're guilty until you're proven guilty. And even if you're proven innocent, you're still guilty. Kinda sounds like Bill Cosby, just saying. Not that I would know anything, just saying. Mistrial, Space Ghost. It's not just Bill Cosby. We see this shit happening all the time here in America and the Western world. All it takes in today's day and age is a woman to point her finger at you and say,
He raped me.
and you're fucked. The media will convict you in the public eye before the police even touched their handcuffs.
That is some sadistic bullshit.
And don't you fucking dare accuse a woman of false rape accusations, huh?
UVA, Mattress Girl, Space Ghost.
We're not saying rapists shouldn't be punished, and if you actually do the snuggle struggle, you should go to jail. Because listen, as an adult, you should be held accountable for your crimes and shit. But in Feminist Utopia, if you're on the playground and you knock a girl down and accidentally touch her boob, 20 years later, you could go to jail. Because the statute of limitations for any crime against a woman in the toilet. Ain't that some shit, pun intended. You might as well flush that shit along with your gender studies degree. That is if you can get one. Because in Feminist Utopia, men can only attend college if there's room. You could be halfway through or even an hour from graduating. If a woman wants your seat, you're out there, baby.
Pop, that could never happen.
But 2/3 of graduates are women. And with all these feminists beating the drum of inequality and bitching and moaning and trying to force all these women into STEM fields, which they really don't want to do, it's gonna get much worse. Because we all know what happens when the feminists want something. Sooner or later, the government's gonna give them money for it. And why? Fuck the middle class. I'm gonna watch me some Space Ghost. You're like,
What, Pop? What did you say?
well, guess what? If feminism keeps doing what it's doing and linking up with a big daddy government, sooner or later, there's gonna be aristocrats and serfs. That's it. That kind of reminds me of France in the 1700s. All the serfs band together and cut the queen's head off. You don't have to worry about women taking your spot in prison because they're exempt from that. It's on a case-by-case basis, or they just get home confinement. That's terrible. Unless there's video evidence, she can deny it all she wants, and she'll get away with it. And you want to know why? Because in Feminist Utopia, woman's word is law. The law. The law. Law. They can get away scot-free with anything as long as there's not a camera around. Oh, I said free, so here goes the segue.
Chimpanzee riding on on a Segway. Chimpanzee riding on a Segway. Chimpanzee riding on a Segway. Bam, 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 bam.
Women get free health care, and they could probably thank Bernie Sanders. But wait a minute. They won't do that because he's a white man. And since when have women thanked men for anything? I wish this stopped at free health care, but it doesn't. So I have to take a drink. Ooh. Why the fuck does it do that? We all know that this so-called war on women is really about free abortions. In the feminist utopia, these women can technically abort their children up until they're 5, especially if that child is a male. And that is straight up murder.
Whoever came up with that idea is a real cocksucker. Sucks cock.
I know feminists will say,
Hey, you know what? Men have the monopoly on murder.
now listen here, feminists. When you bring in the numbers for abortion, you women out there have murdered more people than men could ever dream of. Just in America, the number of abortions is greater than the number of casualties in World War II. I said this before, and I'll say it again. 6 million Jews kicked off a Holocaust. What the hell's going on here? And I know you're thinking,
Pop, this is going too far.
no, it's really happening, and it's probably gonna get worse.
Kill male babies and just kill any man that you see, like in the streets, like any swinging dick. Just kill him.
I know you're thinking,
Why would they abort their children? They get so much more money in child support.
that doesn't matter in the feminist utopia because they can stay on welfare forever. Hey, you think we got some huge Wamalo welfare queens? You just wait, Space Ghost. Fast forward 50 years into the future, if we make it that far, there'll be a separate parking lot just for their electric carts. But of course, you know, men are going to be the ones that build the doorways extra wide so their fat asses can get in there. That's right. Men are still going to be doing a lot of the butt work. Oh, that's right. And they'll never be allowed to retire. They can't because they got to pay for their fat wife's welfare. Not to mention all the medication that she'll be using to control that Tourette's elbow because she keeps throwing food in her face and she can't stop. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sure that was offensive to some of you fat fatties. Healthy at any size, no. Was that offensive, you fat fatties? Because I don't want to go to jail. Because in feminist utopia, any language spoken or written that is offensive can and will result in you going to jail. I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm genuinely curious on how your husband bangs you through all those rolls of gelatinous fat. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to offend you. Your husband and I were friends, and we take Braille at the local junior college. And you want to know why? So he can read those hidden messages in her fat ass while he's banging her in the dark. Calm down, calm down. You don't need to get pissed at me. I made all that up. Kinda like the wage gap, but I don't know, the media keeps pushing it anyway. What the fuck? And there's still a wage gap in feminist utopia, which is why women get a 23% pay increase compared to men doing the same job. And the men are probably doing it better, Space Ghost. Speaking of which, have you ever heard of Rosie the Riveter? That chick in the poster wearing a do-rag, flexing her muscles, saying,
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Turns out she quit her job because she couldn't handle it like a man. So men are completely worthless, right? Oh, unless the task is dangerous or dirty or involves supreme discomfort. Then you're just fine. You are what the feminist utopia is looking for. Winning? No. Because in feminist utopia, men aren't 93% of the workforce deaths. They're 100% winning. And that brings us to our last point. Kill all men. And no, I am not exaggerating. Roll the clip.
We need to kill all men.
And she's not alone. You ever hear of that Australian cunt, Clementine Ford? She wrote this in one of her books because we all know feminism is for everyone.
Feminism is for everybody.
When you look at these boards, you can't help but feel the love and the equality. Fuck off. This is the world that feminism wants, and a lot of these points are actually taking place today, and they're getting worse. It may not have gotten to this extreme yet, but we're seeing seeds of this being planted all over the world. Australia, Sweden, even Canada, and all those extreme feminist countries, this is where they're fucking going. Here's the irony, these countries keep inviting Islam. Sooner or later, it's gonna blow up in your face.
Like my Palestinian alarm clock. Allahu Akbar!
Oh, wait a minute. Sweden is the rape capital of the world. Go feminism! I forgot. Islam is supposedly the most feminist of all the religions. Links below. And with that, I'm fucking done, man. Space Ghost is calling my name. But before I go, check out the links below, Patreon and PayPal. Send us a couple nickels so we can keep doing this. And if you're not offended, but you like offending people, here you go. 10% off Race Riot Apparel, links below. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and the bell, because if you do, I promise I'll never outlaw vasectomies. I'm winning.
Even though mine hurt.
Fuck, dude. I need that. There's got to be a couple thug lights in there. Thug life. That shit is hilarious. I thought I was getting mad when I say that. I'm like, so am I thug enough, Daddy? Stop saying that. Oh, am I gangster? You're not a gangster. Yeah. It's hilarious.
You're being an asshole,
They call me a butthole. They don't say asshole.
You're a butthole, Dad.
Yeah, you're being a butthole.
Because they call you an asshole, they gotta give you a quarter or something, right?
No. Only when I say the F word. That's it.